Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. It is Friday and of course it's time for Xur. I know it's not as exciting as it used to be, but it gives us a chance to talk about the exotics that he has. So let's make our way to the tower hangar and see what he's got this week. Let's get into it. Alright, so while we head over to Xur, I do want to remind you that today is the debut of the return of the video game news show that I used to do about a year ago called GameByte. I thought it would be the perfect time to bring it back as I love video games and there's a lot of really cool stuff coming in the year, so stay tuned for that today at 4 p.m. Pacific. Anyways, aside from that, let's take a look to see what good old Xur has for us this week. Alright, so we start with Crimson, good old Crimson. Let's take a look at that. Now sadly this is a weapon that could be incredible, but sadly because of the way the damage distribution is with the burst, it's not very effective because you have very low reserve ammo relatively speaking, so you run out of ammo very quickly. So this is not a very effective exotic. Hopefully this is something that gets buffed sooner than later. Anyways, if you want to pick this up for your collection, the exotic perk is Banned Weapon. This weapon fires a 3-round burst. Again, kind of following the lead with the Red Death from Destiny 1 as a weapon that is outside of its archetype. Anyways, going on with the exotic trait, we have Cruel Remedy. Kills with this weapon heal the wielder. Precision kills also refill the magazine. Sadly from reserves. I think if they fix this to give you magic bullets out of thin air, it would go a long way. Anyways, decent weapon. Pick it up for your collection. Nothing to write home about. Moving on for the Hunter, we have the GRAVITON FORFEIT. This is a returning exotic again from Destiny 1. I think it's already been on sale at least once, but essentially it's got some new perks now that the skill structure is a little bit different. We have Vanishing Shadow, increases the duration of invisibility effects. Your melee recharges faster while you are invisible. So pretty effective, not the best exotic for hunters, there's better ones out there, but it's still worth picking up. And then we have Helm of Saint 14. Kind of accentuating one of the biggest tragedies of Destiny 2, which is that the Ward of Dawn is completely useless. The exotic perk is Starless Midnight. Your Ward of Dawn blinds enemies that enter it. Guarding with Sentinel Shield temporarily blinds nearby enemies. So basically you get a little bit of love for those who use Sentinel Shield as a guard mechanic, but not a whole lot of people do. They usually use it as a more offensive ability. I think if they fixed Ward of Dawn to maybe last an entire minute and maybe take less damage, that would be pretty cool, or maybe include some exotics, or maybe even some new perks on this exotic that changes Armor of Light to Blessing of Light or Weapons of Light, something like that to bring that back. And then we've got a brand new exotic for Curse of Osiris. We have Vesper of Radius. And the exotic perk is called Planetary Torrent. Rifts release an arc shockwave when cast. Rift energy recharges faster when you're surrounded by enemies. So this is actually pretty useful, especially in things like the Callus encounter for Leviathan. Moving on from that, we have the Faded Engram. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been using this to complete my exotic collection, and now it is complete. So essentially, I don't really have a use for the Faded Engram, and I'm actually not going to go ahead and spend 97 shards, exactly how many I have. But we're going to go ahead and save that because there is no reason for me to get exotics at this point, and legendaries are more valuable because of things like Masterworks. So maybe once they have exotic Masterworks in the mix, that would be worth picking up those Faded Engrams every week for the chance of getting them. But even that is a bit of a stretch. You can still get exotics plenty from other sources like the raid itself. Anyways, that pretty much brings us to the end of the Xur video. Let me know in the comments below what you think exotic Masterworks should look like, and do you think the current Masterworks system is good enough? Let's discuss. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.